Hey guys, Jay here. So we're going to continue our audio lesson here. So previously we worked on the environment audio, and there were two types there. There was the 2D audio and the 3D audio. So feel free to watch that video if you haven't already. In this lesson, we're going to cover dynamic audio. So this is the kind of audio that pops up due to some sort of trigger in the world, whether the player did something or the enemy does something. So these aren't audio clips that play all the time, but they happen during some sort of event, right? So the type of audio we're going to set up in this lesson is going to be for shooting and for halting the gun, right? So as soon as you aim, not halting, like aiming, all right? So when we aim, there's going to be sound effect, and then when we shoot, there's going to be sound effect, and you can apply the same theory for enemy death sound effects or hit sound effects or all kinds of things. I'm going to leave it to you to apply it to all the other places as homework. But in this lesson, we're going to do the aim sound effect where the player's just going to grab the gun and then shoot. All right, so let's do this. So I've got two sound effects for this one. Let me just pull them up here. So a second. Go. So we've got a so even though it says halter, pistol, it's a nice sound effect for an aim, right? So I'm just going to use that. It doesn't really matter what it's called. And then I'm going to use this sound effect here. I don't know if it was too loud for you guys, but I'm going to download that as well. All right, so let's download this. And let's download this one. All right, cool. I'm going to bring it into the scene. All right, let's download it here. All right, so there's something wrong with the halter sound effect. Why is it not? Oh, it's AIFF. Okay, so AIFF sound effects don't work in Unity as far as I know. Actually, it's supported. It's great. I've never tried to use AIFF sound effects, but clearly Unity is more robust than I thought. It works. So we're going to basically call this aim. And obviously this one has to be shoot. Awesome. So we're going to set these up now, guys. What we're going to do for these is basically we're going to have a audio source for the player, guys. So earlier we just placed the audio sources in the world, which is fine. But for the player, we're going to have one audio source, which we're going to use as sort of the speaker to feed in dynamic audio and play, right? So whenever there's a aiming happening, so when you right click, when the aim happens, we immediately change the clip to the aim sound effect and play it. And then when the player shoots, we change the sound clip to shoot sound effect and then play that. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Click on the player, go to that component and search for audio source. Perfect. So it doesn't matter where the placement of this is. It's basically going to be attached to the player. But what matters is, do we want it to play on a wake? No. We want it to play whenever that event happens. So uncheck that. Do we want it to loop? No, unless you want it to. So there could be instances where you could have some sort of sci-fi suit or something that just keeps bleeping or something. That's where you need it. But in my case, I don't need it. Is it 2D audio? Definitely. It's 2D audio, right? So that being said, guys, I'm not going to set a sound clip here because it's dynamic, right? The script changes it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over to our shooting system because the shooting system is what triggers the sound effects. There could be other scripts as well that could trigger sound effects. That's completely up to your game. But in this game, I'm just setting up the sound effects for the shooting and the aiming. So let's just put the sound effects over here. I'm going to go over here. And the type for this is, guys, audio clip. And this will be aiming SFX sound effect, public audio clip, shoot SFX. Perfect. And I also need the audio source. So I'm going to say public audio source, right? So I've got three variables there. The audio source is the speaker, audio clip for the aiming and the shooting. Now what we're going to do is when the player actually, whoops, we got a problem over here. So the aiming actually happens in the third person camera, right, guys? Oh, the controller, it was over here. Adds a bit of complexity to that. So which means we got to do the aiming sound effect over here, which is fine. So I'm going to move this over there, guys. Sorry about that. Let's move this over here. So I'm going to say aiming sound effect is over here. Shooting is over here, but I'm going to get a copy of the audio source over here. Let's start with the aiming, right? So in the third person controller, guys, if you scroll down to the place where we aim, feel free to pause this video and do it in your project as well, so you don't have to keep up with the same speed. I'm just trying to condense this into a shorter video so it's easy for you to sort of digest it. So feel free to pause the video, do it, and then resume, right? So when you start aiming, guys, this is where we're going to play that sound effect. We're going to say audio source dot clip. We're going to change the clip to the aiming SFX. And then we're going to say audio source dot play, open bracket, close bracket, semicolon. Right, it's that simple. We simply say audio source dot clip is the aiming sound effect clip. And then we say audio source dot play. Now play is another Unity function that allows us to play whatever clip is attached to the audio source. That's it, guys. So let's go over to Unity. Let's test this out. It's that simple. It's going to be a short video and it's not going to be too complicated, right? I'm going to try and keep this video under 10 minutes for you guys, all right? So in the player, if you now go over to the third person controller, you should have a aiming SFX. That'll be the aim. I'm going to drag and drop it here, or you can use this little dot to find it. Audio source is over here. I'm going to drag and drop it there. Awesome. Let's see if this works. Awesome. Oh yeah. That sounds good. That feels good. There we go. It's really cool. It's coming to life, guys. As you can see, the game is coming to life. With audio, it makes such a difference. All right, let's do the same thing now. I'm going to copy these two lines. Let's do the same thing in the shooting system. So when you shoot, guys, in the fire bullet, we kind of want to do this here. Now, here's a little twist. When you shoot, we also check the amount of bullets. If you have bullets, we're going to basically shoot, right? So this would be the perfect place to do. This will be shoot SFX, and the rest is the same. Audio clip, audio source, shoot SFX, and audio source dot play. We've already got that over there. Now, here's a little twist. If you're out of bullets, you wanna sort of play the out of bullet sound effect. I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna be your homework. So try that as sort of an exercise. I think you guys know how to do this. If you run out of bullets, don't play the shoot FX, because obviously shoot SFX can only be played if you're actually shooting. If you're out of bullets, play sort of that, that sound effect that guns make when it's out of bullets. Kind of get one of those in and play that. Let's test this out, and let's go back to the game. I'm going to basically go to player now again, and then not third person controller, shooting system. I should have an audio source, same audio source, we drag and drop. Shoot SFX will be the shoot. Awesome. Let's hear this, guys. I'm excited. Awesome. Yep. Also, I'm going to increase the speed of my bullet. That was just for testing purposes in the previous video. We're going to get it back to 3. You can even go faster than that, guys. Awesome. There we go. That's basically dynamic audio, guys. It's that simple. Feel free to add as many dynamic audio and environmental audio into your game. Feel free to apply this same theory for any amount of audios that you want to have in your game. That being said, guys, I see you guys in the next video.